All right, part two. Baggy. And I'm just gonna. Looks like we can just. Oh, there we go. There we go. We're just gonna start going for it. I see a shack. A couple shacks here. Some off-market Shaquille O'Neal's. Right out the bag. They're not in the best shape, obviously, you can tell, maybe. Keep it going. What do we got? Some David Bell Artistry Sage. Donovan Peoples-Jones base. Peoples-Jones. Some Nick Chubb. Greg Newsome. Amari Cooper. Frank Minifield from back in the old days. Look at that, Brian Bosworth. What do you know? Brian Bosworth. I remember him getting smoked. He was pretty tough, though. Let's keep it going. This looks like an interesting bag. We got all over the place. Reggie Lewis, I mean. Sean Hilligus. Some Joe Carter. Doug Jones. Ken Peterson. Bud Black. Jerry Brown. Bob Boone. Frank White. That guy. Some Manny Lee. Kurt Stillwell. Looks like a bunch of base. Fleer 90 base. Randy Bush. Greg Gagne. Will Clark. A little damaged. Coming out of these bags. Unless they're in these. It looks like they are. Got some protected. This looks like I'm interested in this bag. I'm not too disappointed. After that first couple those albums, man, wow, they were bad news. A little West All-Star David Robinson, a few of them. There's a West All-Star again, David Robinson. Looks like they got a few of those going. A little Archives David Robinson throwback look. We got here Derek Coleman. Tate George. Here, let's these are my guys here. This is my era. I grew up, right? Raphael Addison, Rumel Robinson, Chris Morris, Chucky Brown, Mookie Blaylock. Here's a Deshaun Watson. And we got here Deshaun Watson, signal callers, insert. Alright. We don't mind that. We like it. Rookies and stars. That looks like a double, but a different, same version. Same version. Alright, well. Deshaun Watson. A few of these, few of those. We all got these, right? What we got here? Greg Swindell. Here's a elite Deshaun Watson. What we got here? Okay. We got some. All right, look at this. Some Fernando Valenzuela. What years? Oh, this got weird tops. What was that? 88? 88 tops. Fernando Valenzuela. Stan Jefferson. Ron Guidry. Oh, that's a Tiffany. It's got the gloss. Feels like maybe that feels different. Maybe not. Ron Guidry. Jeff Musselman. Harold Baines. Andres Galarraga. He was good. Jeff Reardon. Rafael Santana. Gary Carter. Stan Jefferson. Joe Carter. Benny Santiago. Reed Johnson. Oh, yeah. Jason Hayward. BC3. You got there. All right. Jason Hayward. Yeah. Lance Johnson. Joe Carter. We got a Joe Carter. We got Jim McMahon. We got a few of them, looks like. We got a few Jim McMahons. If y'all want a Jim McMahon, you know where to come. Amari Cooper, Greg Newsom, Frank Minifield again. We got a Chase Young, extra points. The green. All right. I like it. This is pretty good. This is pretty good, guys. It's pretty good. Here we got some more of these little cards. Barry Larkin. Willie Randolph. Claudell Washington. Ellis Burks. Kevin Bass. Another Claudell. Ozzie Guillen. Billy Hatcher. Some Glenn Davis. John Shelby. Some Frank White. There's an Andy Van Slyke. I got some Donruss. 89. Joe Bover. Fernando. We don't mind a little Fernando in there. Don Carmen. Tim Burke. Paul Klingus. Juan Samuel. A couple of those. Todd Worrell. Something like that. Mike Young. Danny Darwin. Alan Ashby. We're just going to kind of fly through some of these. Dwight Evans, he was alright. Dave Bergman, Rick Cerrone, Jack Morris. Got something different here. We got a Jalen Hurts select. Looks like we got a Josh Allen silver there, so we don't mind that. Jalen Hurts. We got a old John Elway. There we go. Best quarterback in the history of the NFL, John Elway. And you cannot disagree. Best quarterback ever. That's going in my pile right there. Coming home with me. Bob Golick, Webster Slaughter. Another Jim McMahon over there. Bob Golick. Oh, we got some hockey in here. Sidney Crosby. Looks like an insert, but there's 3 of them. So, what does that tell you? Ron Darling. Todd Worrell. Bill Schroeder. Another one of those. We got 4 of them. Forget about it. 4 of them. Todd. Dwight Evans. Mike Schmidt. Schmitty. Man, I think we got like 15 of these guys too. And a Browns checklist. Keep it coming, keep it coming. What do we got? What do we got? Little handful, little handful. We got a Mark Grace. Jeff Reardon. Oh, Kevin Lynch out of Minnesota. I don't know if you guys ever played Tecmo NBA, but Kevin Lynch could light it up on Tecmo NBA. We got some, what do we got going on here? Some Drew Bledsoe, Phototype, Sports Hero, 5 of those. So that's something. Mickey Hatcher, another Fernando, and a Horace Grant. Let's see, keeping on. We got something going in here. We got something going on here. I hope you guys don't mind. This is going to be a long one, but, you know, we're digging through a bag of cards. Randoms. We don't know what we're getting. We don't know what we're going to get. Derek Rogers, next level, hit. Aaron Robertson, Kenny Vaccaro. I'm not seeing any, but there's a Kenny Stills. That's not too bad. Kenny Stills. Let's put these over here. Hit. Shaq Lawson. Corey Coleman. All-American. Tim Brown. We got a, what is this? Damian Anderson. No idea. Jordan Todman. Aaron Williams. Ryan Bartholomew. Oh, look at that. Look at this one. Y'all remember this one? Dan McGuire. That's who that is. San Diego State. I thought he was going to be okay. He just never did it. Never did much. Never did much. Roman Gabriel. Let's get these, try to get these a little better. And Tim Davis. Charles White. Is that Leroy something? For Sport. Sean Carver. I can't. The glare there for me. Tony Romeo. Wayne Hawkins. Stacy Dillard, Steve McMichael. These are all over the place, huh? Ryan Nassib. These are all over the place. Jeremy McNichols. Come back around this way. Let's come back around this way. Oh. We got a kid reporter. We got a kid reporter. Jalen Suggs, silver. We got the red, white, and blue Jalen Suggs. A little Magic Johnson. 3 of them. So that's something. Rusty Hilger. There's another one of these Drew Bledsoes. 2 of them. We love it. We love it. Jalen Suggs Prism again. Silver. Some Oklahoma States. John Farrell. Do you see anybody? Who do we want? Who would we want? Ron Baker. Austin Hill. Devin Funchess. I mean, Jalen Strong. What do we got here? Collectible somethings. Checklist. Jonathan Williams. Ryan Mallett. Donnell Pumphrey. Devion Smith. It's going to be like, you know, I don't know if you guys know this, but it's like when you do this on YouTube and you film this and then you upload it, it's like you're not really looking at what you got. Johnny Newman. There's some Larry Bird action. But you're just kind of, you know, you're just going with it because Bird versus person. Because if you looked at everything, took the time, just take too long. Tony Dove, Vlade Divac, Mason. I mean, we're already 15 minutes in. Little Magic All-Star. Tom Herr. Some Grady Dick. Is that a silver Desmond Bain? Yeah, looks like it. Some more Magic All-Stars. Some Robert Ory rookies. I mean, these are sharp. But who's grading a Robert Ory rookie? Let's see. Oh man, it's going crazy in here, guys. I don't think I'm going to be disappointed with this pile. There's another John Elway in here. I love me some John Elway. We got some A.C. Earl, Carlos Rogers, A.C. Earl. We got a Oliver Miller, Carlos Rogers, Marcus Camby, some John Sally, Greg Grant, Kenny Battle rookie. There's that John Elway we saw coming. It's got the dinged up corner. What do we got here? Ryan Tannehill rookie. Okay. 3 of them. Now we're talking 3 Ryan Tannehills. We love it. Marcus Camby, A.C. Earl, Rogers again. We got some Hubert Davis, some Walt Williams, classic. A little Chris Humphreys out of Minnesota. I'm going to tell you every time. It's a Minnesota guy. Michael Cage, Dana Barros, Derek McKee, Michael Cage, Jerry Reynolds, Scott Skiles, some Jeff Turner. We got some Irvin Johnson, Vincent Askew, Irvin again. Who's that? Larry Stewart. Nate McMillan. Sherrell Ford. He was athletic. Oh, if he was nothing else, he was an athlete coming in. I think he could shoot pretty well too. Brent Berry. I liked him. Dave Wingate. We got here Brian Reese. Jeff McGinnis. Man, he was nice too. Some of these guys were nice. They just never made it. Never did it. What we got here? We got a Detroit Lion coming up. Darius Slay, rookie card, silver. There we go. Topps Chrome. There we go. We like it. We like it. It's got some. No, that's on the penny sleeve. That's nice. We like it. Refractor. Topps Chrome Refractor. Darius Slay. We like it. That's my best card right there so far. That beats out the Elway. That's going to beat out the Elway. We're trying to get... set that guy over there. That way we'll just show him when we get done, maybe. Beats out the Elways. Alright. Hanford Dixon. We got Frank Minifield. Some more of these Jim McMahons. We got a Mark Jackson. The Three Amigos. Mike Singletary. There we go. We like it. We like it. A couple Mike Singletaries, though. Okay, we're not liking it as much as we did. We are not liking it as much as we did. Some Lions checklist. Who's this here? Robert Smith. Oh, yeah. All right, you were decent. Truman Gonzalez, Jeff Pico, Doug Baker, the Brick House. Oh, there's my guy Anthony Peeler back there in the background. You remember Anthony Peeler? Little 2-guard out of Missouri. Let's see what else. We got a long ways to go in here, guys. There is a lot in here. Will Purdue, Stacey King, Scott Williams. We'll kind of fly through some of these junk waxes. Unless we see somebody crazy. Who's that? We got Rex. No, Pete Myers. Remember, he took Jordan's place. He replaced Jordan during the retirement years. Those, what was that? 4, 5, 6, 4 and 5. Cliff Levingston, Calvert Chaney, Luke Longley, Australia, Steve Kerr. Man, he's arguably become one of the least favorite NBA history people in history. Ron Harper, Luke Longley, we like these. Jason Caffey. Let's move these over here. Switch that up a little bit. Get this pile a little bit down. Boucher, Simpkins, Caffey, Randy Brown, Jordan. I mean, that's a Jordan, right? You got to classify this as a Jordan. Bulls playbook. Dwayne Wade. Here we go. What year is this? Long in the tooth. 12 All-Star teams. So, yeah, okay, whatever, huh? Paul Gasol. There's that. There's another one of those, so I guess it ain't so special. Jordan. Little Scottie Pippen. Some Scottie Pippins. That's good to see. Dennis Rodman with the hair. Little Scottie Pippen. Oh, look at this. Here we go. What we got here? New Rain. Scottie Pippen. All right. I like it. Let's get a penny sleeve on that bugger. It's a good looking card. Stadium Club. New Rain. Alright. We like it. Rodman. Jimmy Butler, precision player, huh? With the Bulls. You guys might like that. I'm a Minnesota fan. If that'll tell you anything. Mark Jackson, MVP. What? Here we go. Earl Monroe, one of the greats, 1-on-1. Basketball Hall of Fame, action-packed. 25th anniversary. That's kind of neat card. Neat. Right? I think that's neat. Some Tyson Chandler, Charles Oakley, Marcus Camby, Chris Childs, some John Wallace, rookie, Chris Childs, Allen Houston, Charlie Ward, the two-way, Monty Williams, Hubert Davis, Monty, Charlie Ward, McCarty, Larry Johnson, Allen Houston, Charlie Ward. Who's that guy? Walter McCarty out of Kentucky. John Wallace, Houston, Wallace, Dante Jones, Duke, Walter McCarty again. Those must be the rookies. Yep, because there's a Dante Jones out of Duke, rookie. All right, these are, man. I hope you guys are having as much fun as me going through these. Probably not. But I'm having fun. Topps Attack Online. Who knows what that is? Pat Combs, Nelson, John Paxson, Will Purdue. Now what is this? Member of the Magic Johnson Boys and Girls Club. Oh my gosh. Look at, I mean, y'all see in there still? Let's get it. Let's get it. Don't know how to say that guy's name. Martin Mearsip. Vashawn Leonard out of Minnesota. Lights out shooter. If y'all remember. Kevin Willis. Lee Maryberry. Purvis Ellison. Junior Burrow. Oh, there's an Antoine Walker. Are these his rookies? Yep, those are rookie cards. Antoine Walker. That one I don't know if that was me or that one just got dinged up. Whew. Corner's damaged. Burrow, Todd Day, Ellison. There we go, that's a good one. Let's keep that one out. Junior Burrow. Greg Minor. Junior Burrow. Big Dog. Big Dog, Glenn Robinson. Man, okay. Greg Minor, Todd Day, Ellison, Minor. What do we got here? Who's that? Todd Day, Ellison, Greg Minor, Ellison, Minor, Burrow, Greg D. Brown, Sherm. He was a solid point guard, man. I liked him. These are the point guards I like. Sherman Douglas. Just distribute it. Play some D. What we got here? George Zidek. I'm not sure what this looks like. Something. Even though he's not a name I know, but 22nd overall. Looks like a draft pick card. I think I kind of remember them drafting him, and I don't even think he ever even came over. You know? One of those guys just never came over to the NBA. Bob McLean, long shooter. Playbook. Vernon Maxwell. Who's that? Who we got here? Malik Rose. Beast. Tony Delk down there, lights out. Anthony Goldwire, Addison, Khalid Reeves, Goldwire, Addison, Don McLean, Scott Williams. We got a lot in here. Yeah, it's parallel. They gotta stay. We're still going. Still going. Oh man, we got some football coming up. More baseball. This is crazy. This is crazy time. This is crazy time, guys. Ricky Fletcher. Eddie Murray. Jonathan Williams. Mike Jones. Who am I? Mike Jones. Dennis Brown. Kent Hill. Mike Ken. Joe Nash. Cliff Branch. Eddie Lee Ivory. Wisniewski. James Jones. I had these when I was a little kid. Tommy Kramer. I liked him. Harper, Ron Jaworski, TV fame. Art Monk. All right, there we go. Now we're talking. I like this. Art Monk was a stud. Topps All Pro. Some baseball action. Horace Grant, BJ. McRae, Stacey King, Bill Cartwright, Will Purdue, Scott Williams. We got a Topps. Oh no, that's not a gold. It's just a Corey Williams draft pick. Mike Petz, Gerald Riggs, ML Harris, DJ Armstrong, a Ron Gant. That's a nice Ron Gant. Tom Jackson, TV fame. Tom Jackson, if y'all know. Jeff Hornacek. I think those are those retros. Danny Darwin. Eric Davis. Paul McFadden. Jack Reynolds. Steve McMichael. All right. We like it, though. We like it. That's awesome. Oklahoma State card again. Got some good ones here, maybe, possibly. We'll see what we got. Stadium Club reporter cards, another one of those. Magic Johnsons. Irvin. Little David Robinson. Looks like these are all. That's an insert. David Robinson, stay in school. David Robinson, All-Star. Those one must be it goes with these. Yep, R5. Got some of those. At ease, college. I don't know if you guys remember David Robinson when he came in the league. He graduated from, was it Army or Navy? I want to say Navy. And then he had to go do his duty for 2 years. Had to go do the Navy for 2 years before he could even come and play the league. You guys remember that? Good times, good times. So yeah, 3, 4, 5, 10. 3, 4, 5, 10 so far. Let's keep that to the side just in case we end up having the whole set. This might end up, I don't know what we're going to do here. You know, I'm a little torn sometimes with these Goodwills. They take so long. We're 30 minutes in. I feel weird, you know, just taking breaks. But I also don't think anybody wants to watch a 30-minute, you know, Daryl Thompson. Maybe you guys do. I don't mind it. Whenever I'm doing this, I'm watching these channels, these uploads. What I'm usually doing is I'm playing a video game or yeah, usually play a video game. And then I'll have this going on the side. Greg Eglow. Remember Nick Young? Swaggy P. Eglow? He called Craig Eglow. He gets a raw rap, man. He was all right. He did all right. I mean, 13 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, 1.5 steal for the season. That ain't bad. Chris Mills. We got the first Bowman Chrome of this guy, Carlos. That name. AJ Burnett. Baseball. I used to watch more baseball. Chris Corciani and Mark West. Man, these cards always look good. I don't know why you guys, I don't know why that is, but there's a lot of this year that just look sharp. Mark Allery, Jeff Turner, Danny Ferry, Larry Nance, Danny Ferry, Daniel Gibson, Chucky Brown, Mike Miller, Bob Sura. Tough. He was tough. I liked Bob Sura. Eglow, Larry Nance. What do we got? That guy, long name. Another silver up here. Carwell Gardner, rookie. We got a Desmond Bain, silver. I think they like Desmond Bain. Kendall Brown. Another Robert Ory, rookies. Keeping it moving. Keeping it moving. Mookie. We like Mookie. Ed O'Bannon. You guys familiar with Ed O'Bannon, the ruiner of all things when it comes to likeness in video games? He was the one that ended college sports in video games for a number of years, suing for his likeness. Khalid Reeves out of Yukon, lit it up, little short bugger. Robert Pack. Let's see what we got going on here. Flip it around. Flip it around. D. Brown. Khalid Reeves. Come on. Dave Wingate. Sherelle Ford. Eglo. Sherelle Ford. Gary Payton. Michael Smith. I don't even know who that is. The Chief coming up. We got the Chief. Khalid. Reggie Williams. Khalid. Who we got there? David Benoit. Eglo. Danny Ferry. Lanny Nance. Terry Brandon. Terrell Brandon actually was a stud too, huh? He was nice. David Wingate, Gary Payton. What is this? Game Jersey Edition. Who's that? Ruben Wakolowski. What? Who is this guy? Game Jersey Edition. Alright, we like it. I don't know what that means, but we'll take it. We're going to put one of these in the sleeves on it, even though it's not the best shape. We don't care. We like it. Game Jersey Edition, right? I mean, that's got to mean something, right? Is that what that means? Something? Eric Snow, he was nice. Jim McIlvain. Some Reggie Lewis, D. Brown, Reggie Lewis, D. Brown. Terrell Brandon, Potopico, Steve Coulter. Mo Williams. Danny Ferry, Chris Mills. Michael Cage, Chris Mills, Andrew Lang, Potopico, Lang, Larry Nance, Eglo, John Battle, Potopico, John Williams, John Battle, John Williams, Elo, Larry Nance, Bobby Phils. Bobby Phils. Keeping it moving, keeping it trucking. We're gonna have to do a two-parter here. 6:30. Dog's about to need a walk. So probably gonna Mookie rookie. We like it. We like it. Jason Williams of courtroom fame. Jason Williams. He spent some time in the courtroom, if you remember. Reggie Williams. Chris McCullough. Little Kenny Anderson. Drazen. Derek Coleman. Addison. Chris Dudley. Jason Williams again. Little Tom Chambers. Thunder Dan. Marley. We've seen a lot of these. This is another one of these Shaqs. Shaquille O'Neal's that we saw at the beginning. Cal Ripken Jr. 90. We like it. We always like Cal Ripken. Glenn Davis. What we got here? Anthony Carter. Justin Jefferson. Jalen Hurts. Some Sam Mack. Who's that? James Posey. Sam Mack. Randy Livingston. Sam Cassell. Chucky Brown. Sam Cassell. Man, NBA Live 95. Sam Cassell. Clyde Drexler. Mario Ellie. Oh, Brent Price. I wonder if that's a bronze. Parallel. Well, I guess they'll just kind of go to wherever, right? Othello Harrington. Sam Mack. Emmanuel Davis. Othello Harrington again. We got a Robert Ory. Players Club. Patrick Patterson. Kevin Willis. Othello Harrington. Larry Smith. Greg Harris. Luis Medina. Jim Gott. Andy Van Slyke. Eddie Murray. Tom Browning. With some R.C. Gonzalez. Billy Ripken. Not gonna lie, I'm hoping I got that Billy Ripken error card in here somewhere. Tom Browning. Will Clark. Let's see. We'll try to get to one. We'll go 45 minutes. And then we're gonna take a break. Which means I just am going to walk my dog. Gerald Clark. Steve Balboni, Larry Sheets, Joey Meyer, Bimbo Coles, Voshan again, Alonzo, Dan Marley, Voshan, Tim Hardaway, Martin Mirsup, Ronnie Cycli, David Benoit, Robert Pack, Ed O'Bannon, Roy Hinson. What do we got here? Kevin Lougherty, Rex Chapman. If you remember, he trash talked Michael Jordan. Had one great game against Michael Jordan. PJ Brown, Ronnie Grandison. Got a rookie, Martin Mirsup. Dragan Danilovic, Rex Chapman, PJ Brown, Morning back in there. What do we got here? Jordan Farmar, Instant Impact Cam Reddish, David Robinson, Max Christie rookie, another John Elway up in here. Couple John Elways. Yeah, look at here. What do we got going on? We got a John Elway. What is that? 88. Woo! Looking good. Little Pinnacle. This is when he won Super Bowls. And then a Deshaun Watson. So let's get this up here. Some John Elways. We got one more pull. We're going one more pull. One more little pull here. We got Deshaun Watson. Bob Hill. Reggie Miller. Wayman Tisdale. Bob Hill. We got Lionel Simmons. He was alright. Sam Mack. Greg Dennis. We got Joe Smith here. What's this? Little Pacific collection. Joe Smith. PP 47. Just hammered. Lee Nailing, man. Lee Nailing. You guys remember him? What was it? He averaged like 37 or something. Salvadori, Tony Massenberg, Kilgore. Kevin Brooks. We got going here. Galen Nickerson. I don't remember him either. That's a flashy card, though. Reggie Jackson. Game cards. Boop-a-doop-a-doop. Dampier. Okay, Scott Skiles. Penny. Little Penny card. Penny Hardaway. Stud. Head coach Mike Sanders, Kenny Williams, Drayling, Kenny Williams, Dale Davis, Rick Schmitz, and Detlef. Wow. This is crazy, guys, right? Best card, though. As before I sign off, Darius Slay, rookie, Topps Chrome, Silver, Refractor, right? That's a pretty nice one pulled out of there. Darius Slay, Topps Chrome, rookie, Refractor. All right. I'm going to walk my dog. We're going to come back, finish this video up. See you in a few.